That's the wet and warm, I say.
I mean, that's a loaded question.
You hit me with that rock.
Maybe, can we edit that out?
I was free shitting. It was fine. This wine's really good.
We need a baby.
Okay, no, we can have a fight on the air. That's fine. That's fucking fine.
Self-checkout? That's your fault.
It's like the Hitler stash. Just above their nose.
I mean, you could have gone pre-dev, but okay.
This is where the man sits.
Maybe, can we edit that out? What do we know about this bitch, Amy Coney Barrett?
Oh, wait, are we going to start?
Are we? I don't know. Are we starting?
Do you want to start?
Oh. My name's Amanda.
Oh, I'm Marty.
This is one thing leads to another.
But da-da.
Is that what you needed?
Well, if we were starting, let's do the intro. Shit. Anyways. Amy Klobuchar Barrett.
It took me a long time to figure out something I say on there. Amy Coney Barrett. That's how you say her last name, right? Barrett or Barat? Or Barrett?
I think she's actually from Africa.
This is how much I know of her. She fucking... You know why I think she's so against abortion rights?
Because she
should have
doesn't
been
get
aborted.
Fucked. Oh.
Yeah, she should have been aborted.
Oh, shit. I was going to say girls that don't get fucked don't really care about abortion. Oh, shit, I'm just kidding.
She got a lot of kids, though. I know 2 of them are adopted because they're black.
Well, that's good.
But...
At least she's not completely racist.
Well, I don't know about that. I feel like she...
Puerto Ricans got to watch out.
Well, so, yeah, I don't know. She doesn't really support a lot of things. Like, her personal views are really fucked. She, and that's about all I know, though. I just know the surface stuff. I don't know what she's actually for. However, I know everyone's like, oh, but she said she wouldn't do anything because she won't impose her own views onto her political or like onto her judging views. However, we do know what she'd do. We know. Yeah. I know what she'd do. Any circumstance that has to do with a member or someone associated with the LGBTQ and anyone that is pro-choice, she is always going to shoot that case down. I guarantee it.
Right.
And she's also going to try to see if Trump can fucking wait out being election. He's trying to like bypass the election at this point. Him getting COVID didn't help anything. He thought it would. I have a feeling that was 100% a PR stunt to see where it would go. And it didn't do shit. So then he just bounced right back because I have a feeling.
I don't think so.
I do.
Because
I think it was.
Why would someone who originally called it, because
he was losing
the China
votes.
virus and then the fake virus, like called it a conspiracy.
The minute you start,
and then when you get the conspiracy virus, well, then you're conceding to something you said was not real. So therefore, probably real.
But he's losing votes.
Well, yeah.
When people are losing votes and shit's coming out about you, that's way too intense. If I've learned anything about the show Scandal, it is that you will always take these times.
Oh, yeah.
To fucking have something more scandalous happen so that it outweighs the other scandalous issue.
Right.
That's the whole point of the show. And
look up 9/11.
She shuts that shit down. You know what I mean? So someone on his team was trying to shut it down. Clearly didn't do a good job.
I watched.
They didn't know
her hearing,
especially with his 5,000 doctors that he had.
Amy Coney Barrett.
Amy coming hard.
I'm gonna just call her
Amy.
AC
We should
Barrett.
name something. AC bitch.
AC Batch.
AC Batch.
Anyways, I watched her whole hearing.
Sounds good.
And it was lackluster. But
I just feel like the Republicans asked her such easy questions.
Oh, of course. That's what they do. They throw softballs.
I know they do it on both sides. Like the Democrats are really hard on Republicans and blah, blah, blah.
Right. If it's someone who's more liberal leaning, the Democrats go, do you like puppies? See, they like puppies.
I feel like this is the GOP's last grasp at anything.
Well, they'll get a conservative.
And not even really the GOP. Like, the GOPs that, like, are people for the Republican Party.
It's not even the grand old party anymore.
That are idiots and just can't handle doing the right thing.
White nationalists.
Yeah, and 100% the white supremacists.
Proud bitch boys.
All of those people, box yourself up and go find a different country. Like, make your own country of hate. No one wants to live with you anyways. I don't. I'm over it.
There is this weird, like, I read
so Trump's much anxiety over this election.
Trump posted for Columbus Day, because it's a great holiday that we should all celebrate.
You mean Indigenous Peoples Days?
Indigenous?
I don't know why I sounded like that, but that's what it should be. Indigenous People Day. A bunch of people got gassed, like tear gassed, right?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear about that.
On private land or something, or it was Indian-owned land, which all of it is Indian land. But they're like, what is that called? When they're on like a
reservation?
Not their reservation. It's not private land.
Like Holy Land?
Kind of.
Sovereign nation?
No, it's kind of like a holy land, like something that you shouldn't be taking over and like arresting people on.
Yeah. But if you are arresting Native Americans on sovereign nation land, literally the definition is sovereign nation. They're the First Nations people, the people who were here first, that Columbus came and killed a lot of them.
He raped and pillaged them.
Yeah, millions.
He kept the ones he wanted to keep for fucking sexual favors.
Do I think we need to not learn about Columbus in schools? No, obviously. We should still teach the Columbus.
Not put him on a pedestal, though.
Right, just history. Actually, real history. History's nuanced.
History is all an elaborated, like...
Oh, I know.
Vogue runway to me. Like, everything looks real posh on the inside, and then they all have eating disorders and bulimia behind closed doors.
Well, like the whole Washington cutting down the
scandals,
the cherry tree, or was that Abraham? I always forget.
Fucking.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about.
That's,
but I don't.
They taught kids that shit in school, right? That's just like weird fucking American folklore. It's not real history.
Can I say one thing about that school thing?
Yeah.
I did go to school. However, most children, and I guarantee it's not just me, in that time period of going to school, if you're smarter now as a person, it's because you did not pay a fucking attention in history class when you were supposed to. Because I feel like those are the people that ended up being less racist.
Yeah.
And a little bit more friendly.
This is the problem.
I never listened to history.
This is the problem with these ideas. No, I get it. Ideas and words aren't dangerous, but implementing them in mass scale is. Mm-hmm. So we just have to be careful what we do and how we think about things, because I get your point of loving American history, and it's important to have pride in America, knowing that there is a very dark side to the achievements that we have. Now, doesn't take away from the achievements. The founding fathers of America achieved a lot.
We're just trying to make those achievements better.
And clear. Fucking Martin Luther King was an amazing, visionary, decent person for representing people, right?
Decent person.
He was.
Yeah, no, he's amazing.
But he fucked a lot of women and was probably a womanizer.
Yeah, that's fair too.
There's a lot of facts about that.
Well, you can always be for one thing and not the other.
That doesn't take away from his amazing shit he did. That doesn't take away that. It just fucking people aren't perfect and people do terrible shit.
Yeah. But also don't factualize. Don't romanticize. Take all the facts.
Put that on a shirt. Factualize, don't romanticize.
From educate yourselves. Because here's the thing is that you, Marty, also you other people, I don't know what your story is, but you probably educated yourself so much more correctly than most kids got in school. And I think that's why you are the way you are and you are as smart as you are, because then it's like you fucking learned.
It's true.
I'm learning a lot of things now as an adult, as a 31-year-old, things that I feel like I should have known and should have been taught to me at some point. And maybe some of it was, but history and learning about women in general, you don't hear enough about, like, yes, the race thing, I know, but you don't hear enough about Black women doing great things for our country. And there's a lot of Black women that are just not proportionately put up on a pedestal as the same as someone who fucking looks at religion higher than they do as politics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where is the balance? Stop having such a romantic view on people that fucking fought in the Civil War and and being on the wrong side of things. Like, let's not romanticize those people. Those statues shouldn't be up. We should have statues of the people that have done something to make it more peaceful and a stronger community.
In Trump's thing,
if you make the whole country like that, it makes it really nice.
The celebration of Columbus Day manifesto from Trumper, he basically said that that the laws he passed in June and July were like protecting American history. Like, anyone who tears down monuments and stuff like that will be hide to the nth degree or whatever. Which I get and I understand. But there's weird phrasings they use in what he wrote. Like people want to take the achievements of Columbus and turn them into it and just mention the atrocities and not mention the good stuff. And
well,
it's
that's
like,
because all people are doing about him, so he figures.
Well, and it's like to your point, people now have to educate themselves on history going back because we didn't learn this stuff in school.
Yeah.
I didn't know Columbus was a piece of shit until very recently.
Yeah.
There's the cops coming to get us. Fuck.
Forgot we lit the house on fire before we came down here.
Burn it down. No. Like the Trail of Tears. I didn't know that until we moved to Oklahoma. And we went to the Cherokee Nation and we knew people who were Cherokee. And they're like, oh, the Trail of Tears. And I was like, what's that? I was like 10 years old. I had no idea.
Which is fair, but you learn more than a normal 10-year-old did in America.
Right. And I was like, wait. You mean to tell me, so the government made a deal with all the tribes of many different tribes. This is like totally different tribes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're here. We took it over. This is called America now, but we'll give you land. And they go, all right, fine. And they go, it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We'll give you Oklahoma. It's beautiful. It's great. There's tons of land out there. What they didn't tell them is that there was freaking already Comanche out there and land that had already been taken over by people.
It's so fucked.
So they moved, like the Cherokee people are originally from Florida. All these other nations are from everywhere else, at least these Indian nations. And they all basically went from the East Coast, the West, and tried mostly the East, but they walked through the winter, walked all the way to Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Most of them died. A lot of people died. And then they got there to just Oklahoma. It was like, okay, I guess we start over. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. They're like, good luck.
I just don't, well... I don't know.
It's crazy. But those things are important to remember. And
they are important.
And it's not only is it important, it's...
I have like so many things going on in my head right now.
It is a detriment not to know about those things.
It really is. And I feel like that brings a lot more compassion. Learning about all those hateful things and things that have gone wrong in history rather than trying to cover them up. I feel like it creates more compassion for future people.
Yeah.
Way more than it does all the psychopaths we have right now. Like, and that includes the Democrats that try to steal other people's political science. Stop trying to steal people's political science.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Stop it.
It's stupid. Just like...
Don't steal Trump signs. Don't steal Biden signs. Let it go.
Just let it go. Let everyone have their own fucking opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Have you seen people putting like mouse traps on the backs of signs?
No, it's terrible.
So that when you go to steal their sign, you get fucking rat trapped.
I like it though.
They're calling it rat trapping 2020, I think. There's a hashtag.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny?